Hi, my name's Wolf. Welcome back to another skill check tutorial video. In this video, we're going to go over how to set up your kits. And more specifically, we're going to set up how to do chests. Kits was in the previous video, and Arena's previous that to that one. Again, links down below if you want to check out any of those previous tutorial videos. But specifically today, we're going to go over chests. These are chest loot tables. The loot tables will show you what particular weapons and tools and armor and food can show up within a specific chest loot for an arena. We're going to do one from scratch. The default one is there if you want to take a look at it to see how it's set up. But what we're going to do first is we're going to click on... You're first going to do is go / skill check space admin, and you're going to click on chests. We're going to click on create new chest loot table at the bottom. And we're going to name this, we're going to call this new chest. And do create. Is now new chest, save name. You can delete the loot table if you want. Kind of the same way as the kits. You got the left side is the item catalog. So again, the same buttons across the top. You got all weapons, armor, food, potions, tools. And we're going to choose which items are going to be within the loot tables for those particular chests. So what we'd probably want is a weapon. Let's do copper dagger. And then when you click on an item, it's going to automatically put it over to the right side. This will show you the dagger itself. The weight percentage, this is calculated depending on how many items are actually within the full list itself. You can choose the rarity. So we're going to make everything common for now. That's the weight. So the weight for common is 100. You can also make it custom. You can customize it. So if you want to do 400 and save, it should make that custom. Might have to change that. It should save it. Yeah, it should be custom. There should be another option in here. Need to fix that. Unintended feature. We'll choose common for now. Choose common, keep it 100. Then there's the min and max for that particular item. So say if you got arrows and you want anywhere between like 20 to 30, you can choose that in particular if you wish. Then you change that you make, press save. It'll say loot entry is saved. So we got the daggers there. So let's actually add some more stuff to this. Speaking of arrows, do crude arrows. We're going to choose common again. Weight's 100. So we'll do a min of 20 and a max of 40 and save. So now when it has a chance anywhere between 20 to 40 arrows to spawn in when the arrows actually do spawn in for a chest. Let's do some armor. We'll do copper, scroll to the top, we'll do leggings, hands, chest, and head. Throw everything in, we'll make and change this all to common. And then those will all be one. Let's do some food. Let's throw in some pies. Some of that. Make common again. We'll do 5 to 15 and save. That is now saved. Again, with everything being common, all the weights are 100. Everything's got the same percentage to spawn in for those particular chests. Or for any chests in general within the entire arena. You can also, if you go down on the page, you can also specify the min and max that should spawn in for each chest. So depending on how many items you have here, so we got 1, 2, 3. We got 8. So we want between 4 to 7 items, and then you can also specify the percentage of chests that are guaranteed to have a weapon. That's the worst is like if it's based upon these weights and your weapons are not super high. We should probably add a bow. That would probably make a lot of sense, huh? Bow. Let's do cobalt bow. There you go. And then we'll make that common. Okay. I didn't say the chest config, so we'll do 4 to 7 And then we'll change the guaranteed weapon. We'll change that to 70% and save. Configuration saved. So now every single chest will have a minimum of 4 items. And it'll be anything between any of these items here. And also if you change any of these percentages, to say if, say the armors want to change to say uncommon, uncommon. You see that these percentages dropped. That means that there's just a less of a percentage for these to show up if it's within the pool itself for any of these items. Also now 70% means when we save that and exit out and we go to an arena, which we had over here, the 4 chests that we had in our previous tutorial video, these chests, if we do the chest loot for that particular loot set, these chests will have anywhere between 4 to 7 items of these particular items based upon these percentages. And then you can also change the weights of them if you want to change things and the values and anything else in between. To see that in action, you do is you go to skill check space play. I had a previous session here. I'm going to leave that. You can do create session. We'll choose our previous one existing. The game mode, choose mob, waves, kit, type. You're going to choose chest loot. And when you drop down chest loot, you're going to see the default one that comes with the plugin, and then new chest. New chest, create session, gonna ready up. And there's no kit here available because it's a chest loot, so we click on create. We're gonna spawn in. Our inventory is completely clear because it is a chest loot type of map in particular. It's gonna count down. The chests should spawn in. Which it does not look like they did. Okay, unintended feature. You gotta fight with your fists. Oh, I think that was a bad dream. Let's try that again. We're gonna create. I'll look recent. I'll look that. So you got chest loot, create session, ready, jump in. And now we should have the chest locations having the loot that we specifically want. Son of a... Alright, let's try this again. Again, all these super bad dreams. Come on. Inventory is clear. Open for chest spawns. It worked! Feature works! So that's how the chest loot works. I will try to get to another one in a second if I can. Okay. Yeah, so you get... And the other one should be right... Yeah, the other one's right there. And then there's a couple on the other side. Yep, this one. Ooh, a bow. Cool. And there should be one more right here. There you go. Then just said, yeah, you can set the rotation for the chests so they're like facing the correct direction. But yeah, there you go. And then yeah, as the random loot that we put in for the specific ones that we got, so the berry, that, yay! See, working as intended. And again, any other features and stuff you would like to see, leave a comment down below. Also join the Discord. That link is also down below. You can also report your unintended features that come across in the game. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be more. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.